The rivalry between Drake and Kendrick Lamar is one of the most compelling narratives in modern hip-hop, a saga marked by subliminal disses, contrasting philosophies, and an uneven dynamic of respect and rivalry. While one artist has repeatedly extended olive branches, the other has viewed their relationship through a lens of competition or indifference, leading to a decade-long feud that has captivated fans and fueled endless debates. After diving into 2 weeks of research, it's clear that one of these MCs has lost all respect for the other, while the other has often tried to mend fences only to be met with coldness or outright hostility. This breakdown builds on the style of my last video, where I dissected the subliminal shots in Drake's latest album, a video you all seem to love. Since you responded so well to my rare request to hit the like button last time, I'll ask again. Do me a favor and smash that like button. Now let's dive into the history of Drake and Kendrick Lamar, a tale that starts with camaraderie but quickly spirals into something far more contentious. Back in 2011, the two rappers weren't on bad terms, quite the opposite in fact. Drake was already a global star, having exploded onto the scene a couple of years earlier, while Kendrick Lamar was still an up-and-coming talent from Compton, generating buzz but yet to drop his major debut album. Even as early as 2009, Kendrick name-dropped Drake on a track, subtly asserting his belief that he was the superior lyricist. He made it clear from the jump that mainstream hip-hop, with its glitz and glamour, wasn't his lane. But on June 16, 2011, when Kendrick performed in Toronto for the first time, Drake reached out. The two met, and Kendrick later spoke fondly of the encounter in an XXL magazine interview, calling Drake a real good dude with a genuine soul. They clicked instantly. During that meeting, Kendrick handed Drake a copy of his unreleased album, *Section 80*, making Drake one of the first outside his inner circle to hear it. Drake was reportedly blown away, even tweeting lyrics from Kendrick's song ADHD that same year. His admiration was evident, and it didn't stop there. Drake liked Kendrick's music so much that he invited him to feature on his sophomore album, Take Care on the track Buried Alive Interlude. Kendrick's verse reflects on meeting Drake and being struck by his authenticity in an industry full of fakes, while also grappling with his own fears of fame's corrupting influence. The contrast between the two was already apparent. Drake rapped about Maybachs and luxury, while Kendrick wrestled with existential questions about his mental health and relationships. That dichotomy would only grow sharper over time. Drake doubled down on his support by bringing Kendrick and A$AP Rocky along for his 2012 Club Paradise tour, a move he later said he fought his label for, insisting on promoting artists he truly believed in. In a 2016 track, 4 p.m. in Calabasas, he reiterated this, claiming he defied management to give Kendrick and Rocky that platform. Kendrick's rise was meteoric. By 2012, his debut major label album, Good Kid, M.A. de City*, was hailed as a masterpiece, cementing his status as a hip-hop heavyweight. Drake returned the favor, featuring on Poetic Justice, and tweeted praise for the project on its release day, calling it an incredible body of work and expressing pride in being part of it. But beneath the surface, their differences were stark. Drake reveled in fame's trappings, while Kendrick sought deeper meaning, a tension that would soon bubble over. The first cracks appeared in 2013, a pivotal year for their relationship. Kendrick's star was soaring. He was named MTV's hottest MC in the game, a title Drake didn't publicly acknowledge, despite congratulatory calls from peers like J. Cole. That same year, Kendrick swept the BET Awards, beating Drake for Best Male Hip-Hop Artist, prompting a rare tweet from Drake. Congrats to Kendrick as well. But the real turning point came on August 12, 2013, with Kendrick's verse on Big Sean's Control. In a blistering 16 bars, he called out Drake and a slew of other rappers, declaring his intent to murder the competition and ensure their fans never heard of you. The verse sent shockwaves through hip-hop, celebrated by most as a competitive jolt, except by Drake. He dismissed it as overhyped, calling it not real and questioning its sincerity after seeing Kendrick days later at the VMAs, where they exchanged pleasantries. To Drake, the disconnect between Kendrick's harsh words and their friendly interaction felt fake, a sentiment that underscored his sensitivity, a trait fans and critics would later seize on. Drake fired back on Nothing Was the Same released that September. On The Language, he took aim at Kendrick rapping, I don't know why they've been lying, but yo shit is not that inspiring, and labeling him a motor mouth chasing reactions. He questioned Kendrick's ability to replicate asterisk good kid MAD City asterisk success, positioning himself as a purveyor of timeless albums rather than fleeting moments. Kendrick didn't let it slide. At the 2013 Bet Hip Hop Awards, where he again outshone Drake in wins, he performed a cipher that flipped Drake's album title, "Nothing Been the Same Since They Dropped Control Slash," and tucked a sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. The jab was unmistakable, and Drake responded weeks later on Future's with lines like, "Then I brought my tour to your city, you my son there," a nod to mentoring Kendrick on the Club Paradise tour while asserting dominance. The feud simmered into 2014, with Drake taking a swipe at Kendrick in a Rolling Stone interview after Kendrick lost the Grammy for Best Rap Album to Macklemore. When Macklemore posted a text to Kendrick admitting he'd been robbed, Drake called it cheap and not genuine, subtly shading Kendrick's peers while distancing himself. Later that year at OVO Fest, he praised Kendrick as one of the hardest niggas alive, but Kendrick wasn't buying the goodwill. On J-Rock's Pay For It, he hit back at Drake's motor mouth dig, rapping, "Resurrect my motor mouth till I break down the engine," and in interviews downplayed any chance of a direct battle, calling their styles too different, a subtle dig at Drake's pop leanings. In 2015, the rivalry intensified. Drake dropped asterisk, "If you're reading this, it's too late asterisk," with lines like, "They gon' say your name on them, they gon' hit you up right after like Rasta," referencing their post-Control encounter. Kendrick countered with asterisk to pimp a Butterfly asterisk, a critically acclaimed opus that dwarfed Drake's mixtape in cultural impact. Drake took another shot on the game's 100, filmed in Compton rapping, "I would have all of your fans if I didn't go pop," mocking Kendrick's conscious lane. Then came Meek Mill's bombshell accusation that Drake used ghostwriters, backed by leaked reference tracks. Kendrick had already hinted at this on King Kunta, rapping about rappers with ghostwriters, a prescient jab that hit harder once the scandal broke. Drake clapped back at Meek with Back to Back, but Kendrick kept the pressure on, dissing him on Dr. Dre's asterisk Compton asterisk with lines like, "They nominated Six to carry him," a possible nod to Toronto's Six moniker. The feud quieted in 2020 as Kendrick retreated from the spotlight, while Drake dominated with hits like God's Plan and In My Feelings. But in 2021, Kendrick returned with Family Ties, Smoking Your Top 5, and in 2022, asterisk Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers asterisk saw him dismiss Drake's reconciliation attempts. When Kanye got back with Drake, I was slightly confused. Drake, meanwhile, got petty, dropping asterisk honestly, "Never mind asterisk on Kendrick's birthday and shading him on Middle of the Ocean. Your ass, a little sneak peek. Now you gotta take a back seat." Yet he still showed up at Kendrick's Toronto show, a move that felt more like chess than love. Over a decade, Drake has consistently praised Kendrick, 8 examples in this breakdown alone, while Kendrick has offered nothing but silence or shots. At the 2022 BET Awards, Kendrick swept again, leaving Drake's 14 nominations in the dust. On tour, Drake griped about rappers who go away for 3, 4, or 5 years, but Kendrick's silence speaks volumes. He doesn't respect Drake, and he never really did. This isn't a feud of equals, it's one chasing validation, the other dismissing it entirely. What's the dirt? Kendrick's sitting on something, and Drake's still hoping for a collab that'll never come.